Hello student, welcome back to our channel KGK Online Dream School. Today we will learn about business activities. Business activities are classified into three categories: trade, commerce and industry. Trade: exchange of commodity or services in returns of commodity or services or money with the motive of profit between two persons or two nations. It means trade. Example of trade: when you purchase a book from a shopkeeper, you pay money against the purchase of book. Here, exchange of commodity done in returns of money. Trade: as per general concept, exchange any object against finance and barter of finance against any object is trade. As per broad concept, purchase of a product with a view to earning profit and to sell against is a trade. There are two types of trade. First, internal trade and second, international trade. Internal trade means trade among different regions within the boundaries of a country. It is called internal trade. From the viewpoint of distribution, internal trade is divided in two parts: wholesale trade and retail trade. A wholesaler purchases goods in bulk from the producers and distributes them to a retailers as per his requirement. The wholesaler is a connecting link between a producer and a retailer. International trade: trade between two countries. It is called international trade. International trade crosses the boundaries of the country. International trade includes import, export and re-export trade. Import trade: the import trade to refer goods and services purchased into one nation from another. The word import originates from the word port, considering the fact that the products are frequently transported via seaport or airport to foreign countries. Similarly, export and import are the backbone of international trade. Export trade: an export in international trade is a goods or services produced in one country that is sold into another country. The seller of such goods and services is an exporter. The foreign buyer is an importer. Export of goods often requires the involvement of customs authority. Re-export trade: when goods are imported from one country and the same is exported to another country is called a re-export trade. Characteristics of trade: first, two parties; second, activity of exchange; third, a part of economic activity; fourth, transfer of ownership; Fifth, gaining of consideration is necessary. Sixth, continuity. Seventh, product and services. And eighth, legal activity. Two parties. Two parties are in trade. For example, purchaser of a product or services and the seller of a product or services. Trade is not possible without two parties. Activity of exchange. Exchange between two parties is necessary in trade. Money against product or services or product or services against money is required in trade. Means selling and purchasing required in trade. A part of economic activity. Trade is a part of economic activity. The objective of trade is to earn profit in certain dealing. If the seller does not earn profit, even then it is called trade, because its aim and objectives is to earn more profit by attracting more customers. Transfer of ownership. In trading, there is an exchange of product against money, so the owner of the product of seller changes and purchaser owns that product. Thus, transfer of ownership occurs. Continuity. One or two transactions of barter product against money cannot be called trade. Continuity of one type of transaction should be maintained in a trade. And services. The value of goods or services is determined in terms of money. Legal activity. Barter of any product against money is called a trade. Prohibited product cannot be traded. Commerce. Commerce means trade and auxiliary services to trade. Information. Commerce is equal trade plus auxiliary services. It includes services, banking, insurance, transportation, communication, warehouses, etc. The world has become a market due to commerce. Characteristics of commerce. First, exchange of product or services. Second, auxiliary or supporting services. Third, continuity of services. Fourth, economic activity. Fifth, activity to satisfy demand. Sixth, fair price. Seventh, creation of time utility. Eighth, increase in place utility. First, characteristics of commerce. Exchange of product or services. The term commerce first of all includes the term trade. Trade means exchange of product or services against money. If this activity of barter is being done forever, then only it is called trade. Auxiliary or supporting services. The term commerce includes trade and its supporting services. For example, banking, insurance, warehouses, transportation, communication, agency, etc. Continuity of services. Development of trade activities depends on its supporting continuous services like banking, insurance, transportation, godown, etc. Economic activity. Activity of commerce is an economic activity. Bank recovers interest. Rent is paid for warehousing services. Premium is paid to insurance company. Fare is paid for transportation services. Commission or brokerage is paid to agents. Thus, all activities in commerce are performed with the expectation of financial rewards or economical benefit. Activity to satisfy demand. Trade and its supporting services or auxiliary services are included in commerce. Through commerce, demands of customers are satisfied with the support of various services. Traders and customers satisfy their various needs. Fair price. If services supporting trade are available at just and fair price, then only through commerce customers can get products at fair price. Services of bank, insurance, warehousing, transportation, etc. should be acceptable at fair price. Creation of time utility. Warehouse is included in the activity of commerce. Woolen clothes, umbrella, raincoat, crackers, kites are manufactured round the year. They are kept in the warehouses and sold during the season. Thus, due to godown and warehouses, time utility is created in product. Increase in place utility. Forest wood, green coconuts grown on seashores, sand laying on riverbank, etc. can be transported to the place of utility in cities due to transportation. Barriers of place are removed due to the facility of transportation and product is moved to specific place and it is a creation of place utility. A process of converting raw material into finished goods by adding utility to satisfy human needs is called an industry. For example, manufacturing of furniture from the wood, manufacturing of clothes from the raw cottons. Utility, and in addition to that, the use of human labor, natural resources and machines are considered as the characteristics of industry. Characteristics of industry. First, production activity. Second, economic activity. Third, alteration in the form of raw materials. Fourth, production of various items. Fifth, addition in utility. Sixth, use of machinery. Seventh, use of human labor. Eighth, natural resources. Production activity. Product produced by human labor and with the help of machine and technology through process. Products are manufactured from natural raw materials which satisfy needs of human beings. Economic activity. Products manufactured through industry are sold and profit is earned, so it is an economic activity. Alteration in the form of raw material, human labor, and with the help of machinery, size, color, weight, and shape of raw material is changed and it is made usable. Use of machinery. After the invention of various machinery through machines, large scale production is made possible. Production of various items. Various items are made by different type of process on various materials. Besides all these, services too are produced. For example, electricity, production of gas, services of transportation and communication. Addition in utility. Raw material is made usable through various processes on it, so it added utilities to satisfy needs. Use of human labor. Whatever number of modern machines are used to production, yet human labor is needed. Natural resources. Industrial activities are not possible without natural resources. Industry classified into three parts: primary industry, secondary industry, and tertiary industry. Primary industry. Fundamental industry connected with sea, land, and air. It is called a primary industry. Example of primary industry: agricultural, animal husbandry, poultry farming, etc. Secondary industry. The natural wealth is processed through machine and technology to make it consumable and supplied to the customers. Example of secondary industries: steel industry, chemical industry, fertilizer industry, etc. Tertiary industry. Through tertiary industry, the product manufactured by primary industry and secondary industry is made more suitable or consumable for use to customer through various processes. It includes the services of banking, insurance, transportation, warehouse, communication, etc. Example of tertiary industry: dairy industry, bakery industry, etc. I have given you some topic related questions. You will have to write answer in your notebook. Until then, all the best and we will meet in next video.